Now, you mentioned the dispensers at schools, and I was talking to someone, telling them I was talking to you, and they said to me, I thought all schools had dispensers. Mine certainly did. Can you address that? Because I remember seeing some at mine, but it sounds like there are state by state issues, so it's not entirely commonplace.
Yes. So probably when I was in school, there were dispensers, but you had to pay and you had to have a quarter and it had to work and all of that stuff. So there may be some where you still have a coin, but the idea is that you can push a button and the pad or the tampon just comes out and it's free. So that's one difference from what you are talking about, is that it is free. And you had another part to that question that I'm forgetting right now.
State by state
Oh,
differences.
state
Went
by
to school
state
in
is very
Pennsylvania.
different.
I live in New York right now. Is what I will find in a Pennsylvania school different than what I might find in a New York?
Absolutely. So different states have different laws, and different laws go into effect at different times. So some states have chosen to, so the gold standard would be, here's money and you're going to provide products for free. Some states are like, here's money, figure out a way to get the products, which that's where the PAD project can step in to help and say, okay, organizations like ours can help provide the products and help implement it. So there's a lot of states where we're seeing that this law has been passed, but there's really no real way for school districts and administrators to actually implement it. And then in other places, it's been approved, but no money's behind it. So then again, organizations like the PAD Project can help. Yes, by law, our school is required, but where's the money for our school? So we're at all different stages and different states, so it does look very different state by state. And some laws stipulate only in female restrooms or only in female and gender neutral. And I think where the interesting thing with Tampon Tim was that the legislation simply didn't stipulate where the pads and tampons would go. And so for some people, this was an issue because, oh my goodness, there'll be a pad dispenser in a boy's bathroom. I don't know what the fear is that a teenage boy is going to recoil in shock and terror at the sight of a pad or a tampon. I mean, ideally, this would foster questions, menstrual health education, which is something we sorely need, understanding of all genders, and make a better, equal, more compassionate world. So, and the upside is so huge. If
I was
we,
just going to ask you
yeah,
about the upside, because you mentioned 1 in 4 girls are missing school. So is it that if you have that fear of your period coming, you don't have a product to handle that, so then you leave school and you miss class rather than
that,
bleed through your pants?
that is correct. Exactly. So, or maybe you wake up in the morning and say, there's nothing at school to take care of this. I'm not going to take the chance. So you don't even go at all. So 2 days a month, as any high school student will tell you, as they tell me, I can't miss the review. I can't miss the test. So it snowballs. So yeah, big deal. You miss one day because you have your period. Well, you know, when you're in high school and you're conscientious and you're trying to keep up with studies, that 1 or 2 or 3 days you must miss because of your period really affects your schoolwork and your ultimate success. If girls were educated to the same degree as boys worldwide, every country's GDP would increase by over 2 or 3%. That's billions of dollars, billions. And we haven't even begun to do enough studies to show how much of a boon that would be.
Because I'm imagining a snowball effect, right? If you have girls staying in school, getting degrees, they're better able to work, they're better able to produce goods and services for their local communities and countries that then add to the GDP.